agreed to be here tonight with us. Let's go, party is going on.
The certificates over the blockchain, first of all, it's the
All right. Hello, everybody. Hey, this is Daniel Higgins coming to you live. And I want to say in living color. I don't know why I want to say that, but there it is, right? But thank you, everybody, for hanging out today, tonight, this afternoon. We're going to have a good chat. Listen, you got to feel this. As you can tell, I just got home from doing a little bit of a workout. But, hey, we're going to get this in, right? Listen. We are ecstatic. Look at my face. We are ecstatic about what's going on in Gold Standard Partners GSP, and we want to invite everybody to join in what's going on, right? Now, I'm going to play a short video. I'm actually going to play a piece of an amazing freedom call from my millionaire mentor, the person who introduced me to this wonderful business called GSP and Wealth Builds Worldwide. But I want to tell a short story because I'm telling you right now, you need to feel this. You need to get back with the person who's sharing this content with you. They literally have your best interest at heart. And you're like, what do you mean by the person has my best interest at heart? I mean, the person sharing this content with you can put you in position to create more passive residual income for yourself and for your family. But you know what? You got to feel this, and you got to trust the person that's sharing this content with you enough to go ahead and make a what? $33 decision to position yourself for more passive income. Yep, that's what I said. I said $33. My goodness. I spend that way more. I spend way more than that every time I go to the grocery store, when I go to pick up some food for the kids and for myself. I'm telling you right now, that can position you to create more residual income in your life. And it has already started that with my family, right? So I'm going to tell you a short story. Let me take this off here. I'm going to tell you a short story, and I'm going to go right into what our millionaire mentor talks about with a tool called trust. And you just got to feel this. Listen, so this amazing book, The Richest Man in Babylon, right? I love this because it's all stories. One of the stories that was told in this, and you're going to follow along very quickly and understand all of this as we go through this conversation today and tonight, this morning, as we talk about you got to feel this, right? So there's a group of people who got together in this book, The Richest Man in Babylon, and they're trying to figure out how did someone they know amass so much wealth, right? And they're evaluating their friend, right? They're evaluating the person that they know. And they're like, wait a minute, he's not smarter than us. Actually, you know what? He's dumber than us because he failed some of the classes or had some challenges and didn't really do well in some of the classes we did well in. He struggled in some of the classes that we were doing great at. How did he amass wealth? And we are still struggling financially, right? A group of people together, they're talking to one of their friends. Their friends has amassed wealth and they have not. And they're like, how did you do this? And they're evaluating. They're trying to figure out, well, okay, well, maybe it was intelligence. Then they have to scratch that off. They're like, wait a minute, it wasn't intelligence. He was struggling in school. He was struggling in this. You got to read that book, The Richest Man in Babylon, to get full context, right? But they were struggling to understand, how did he amass wealth? What did he do, right? There was principles that he walked out, right? And he told them, listen, here's some of the principles that I walked out. If you learned certain principles and applied it, then you can be successful. There was some key principles that you heard from our teachers, but you didn't apply it. I applied some of those principles, and he goes into detail and he walks them through those different principles. But you got to feel this. You got to connect with the feeling before you make a decision. It's emotions, right? It's emotion. So when you feel something, when you are around an environment, right, that just supercharges you, when you're surrounded by successful individuals doing big things, you're getting supercharged. You're getting exposed to a different type of mindset. You're getting exposed to a wealth mindset, and then you're getting exposed to that mentality of how to amass wealth. And let me go ahead and jump into this video, right? So like I said, you're going to hear from my amazing business partner and sponsor, Mr. Michael Delco. Guess what? He felt it, right? And connected to Wealth Builders Worldwide. Guess what happened? He left a six-figure job. Listen, he left a six-figure job for more income and financial freedom. He retired himself. He retired his adult children. He had retired his wife, right? Because he started feeling it. He connected to an amazing business system, and he helped many people. And because of that, a side effect of helping people, right, and pouring out his heart and connecting to new people and helping develop growing leaders, right? Boom. He's financially free. His family's financially free. Now he's talking about the grandkids being trust fund babies, right? You got to feel this. You got to get back with the person sharing this content with you. And like I said, with that story that I mentioned with the richest man in Babylon, right? It's not the smarts per se. It is the application of simple principles. What success principles can you grab on right now? You can get back with the person who's sharing this with you. Have trust that you can move towards financial freedom and move towards additional income, right? With just $30 a month, right? So listen, I do this up. Like I said, this is my amazing business partner, someone I've known for several years, who I have trust in, who has proven himself to me over the years, because all he's doing is putting more and more people in position to create passive residual income, right? That's what he's doing, and that's what he's been doing for several years. He's been mentoring leaders. He's been developing and growing leaders. He's been encouraging people to develop themselves and go out and earn and create more income for their lives, to amass more wealth for their families, right? So that's what he's been doing over these past few years, and I've experienced that. Now, when something came out in our amazing business called GSP, I went ahead and scooped up. I scooped it up. I didn't know all the details, right? Because all the details are upcoming, right? But I took action because I have a higher level of trust than maybe most people might have, right? Because you gotta feel this. I've been with Wealth Builders Worldwide. I know the mindset. All it is amassing wealth and accumulating assets. That's all we're focused on, and building people, right? Let me just stop. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, all right. Listen, let me go ahead and get Mr. Michael Delco to go ahead and I want you guys to catch a replay of this amazing freedom call, right? Now, just to give you a little bit of background, Dr. Ty Best has been doing this freedom call for well over, listen to what I'm about to say, well over 20 years. And he's only allowed 2 other people to host and lead that call. He's been Mr. And Dr. Ty Best has an amazing success story also. He left a 6-figure job for financial freedom, millionaire status, retired his wife and his adult children, right? Sounds similar, right? Those success stories sound a little similar, right? That's because you're supposed to surpass your mentors. Let me just say it like that, right? All right, let me go ahead and get this queued up. This is Mr. Michael Delco, my amazing business partner and sponsor, on the Freedom Call, just bringing a whole lot of life to this amazing.
In the middle of the day, between 12:30 and 3 o'clock, just sat with my son and his beautiful fiance and a beautiful little two. I'm proud. They get to sit there with them. You can't tell me nothing. Somebody say yes or amen or let's go or something, because I'm telling you, That's a story worth. You can log off right now and say, I want that. And you can have it. You can have that kind of freedom with family and have lunch for 2, 3 hours. Get up when you get tired. And their baby, that baby may never, ever know a day of struggle or work. The rest.
All right, everybody. I think I am back. I'm not sure what happened, but thank you guys for standing by for a moment here. And let me go ahead and see if we can cue that up and get us rocking and rolling from where we left off. So let's see if that's going to work out for us today, tonight, this afternoon. All right, and thank you everybody for
It
hanging.
can be so amazing and so
Crypto Nurse is in the house.
especially
So
when you attain and achieve freedom. Life can be just outrageous. I'm sitting there today in the middle of the day between 12:30 and 3 o'clock. We just sat there with my son and his beautiful fiance and a beautiful little 2-month-old baby, my grandson. His name is Michael. So you know I'm proud. And they get to sit there with their baby and not have to go to work because of this industry. You can't tell me nothing. Somebody say yes or amen or let's go or something, because I'm telling you, that's a story worth. You can log off right now and say, I want that, and you can have it. You can have that kind of freedom where you can sit with your family and have lunch for 2, 3 hours. Get up when you get tired. And their baby, and that baby may never, ever know a day of struggle or work the rest of his life. If I got anything to do with it, his trust fund is going to be fat because his name is Michael. All right. So I want to talk to you all tonight. I want to talk to the family about 2 things. A tool that I want to give you that you can use. Dr. Best has talked about ad nauseum. He talks about this tool. And then I want to give you a rule. So a tool and a rule. And I want you to employ both these things in your network marketing business starting tonight. I don't want you to wait till tomorrow to do it. I want you to do it tonight. I need you to employ this tool and this rule starting tonight. Going to be 100%, well, that's me being arrogant. Maybe you're going to be a 20, 30, 40% better network marketer starting right after this call. I want you to put it to work immediately when we get off this call. Can y'all do that for me? Can you do it for me? Yes or yes. Can you do it? Type yes. Can you do that? I need to do everything I tell you tonight. Everything I tell you tonight. As a matter of fact, me saying I want you to do everything I tell you tonight is going to require the tool. And I'm going to give you the tool first. Here we go. Whew. Nate Hines, if I start passing out, just grab the microphone and take it on home for me, brother. Here's the first tool that I want you to employ starting now. The tool is called trust. The tool is trust. I'm not even going to build the suspense. The tool is called trust. And trust is like a currency. Now, we talked about belief being a currency. Trust is like belief in that it's a currency. Dr. Best taught me more than any person I've ever met how trust can turn into money in your pocket. He said it on one of the calls. It might have been today. He said, I hate to talk about my own success but he has no sponsor over him in this opportunity. There's nobody to really toot his horn and say how great he's doing in the business. So he kind of has to say it himself. I can't see what's happening in his organization. I can't see his volume. I can only see my volume. He's above me in the structure. So I don't know what's happening in his other line. I know he's got some people kicking butt. I know he's got your Eric Turay Muhammad's and Randy Love, and they stomping this thing, and Dr. Treisman. So he's got multiple lines and it's rolling. I only know what's happening in my organization. So I know that one line is doing pretty good, but I don't know what all is happening. And Dr. Best is always in the top 1, 2, or 3 in the world every single month. 1, 2, or 3 in the whole world every month. So it's got to be more than one line. So it's more than me and Nate Hines' line. He got to have at least 2 of the lines kicking it in order for him to stay on the top of the whole network. And he's always there. Well, how's he doing it? Because I got to tell you, and I hope he doesn't mind me saying that. I don't know if he's on the platform or not, but he's sharp. Ty Best is super sharp. He may be one of the sharpest people you'll ever meet, but he's not the smartest person you'll ever meet. He's very intellectual and very intelligent, but he's not the most intellectual and most intelligent person you'll ever meet. He's not like a Elon Musk type of brilliance. He's a network marketing type of genius, but he's not a scientific genius. He's not a cryptocurrency expert. He's not a blockchain, guru. He's not that guy. He doesn't build blockchains and he doesn't know how to trade crypto. He's not a crypto trader. That's not his claim to fame. One of his claims to fame, though, is trust. Like literally, he'll look at the company, he'll say, okay, Mr. Hite, he'll smoke him over a little bit. He'll say, okay, he did this and he did that. And he'll go into his spirit and he'll see how he feels in his spirit. He say, okay, I trust what he says. And when Mr. Hite puts something in the back office, he goes to buying. Now, some people will say, well, yeah, of course he buys whatever's in the back office. He got all that money. Well, what came first, the money or the trust? Oh, I'm not sure y'all ready for this right now. The money or the trust? Which one came first, the money or the trust? I submit to you with Dr. Lakeisha that the trust came first. I think the money came as a result of the trust. I don't think the trust came as a result of the money. Very seldom do you make the money without the trust. You got to trust what vehicle you're in. Look, there's a chair right here. And when I walk into my office, I look at this chair and I don't put a lot of thought into this chair. I just, boom, I plop down in the chair because I look at the structure. It looks pretty stable. I've been sitting in this chair every day. I've got confidence in this chair. I trust this chair. So I can just run in and sit down. I don't have to contemplate whether the chair has real ability to hold my weight. So I don't have to pray and meditate over the chair for an hour or two and derail my momentum. I just plop down, grab my notes, and I'm at work. I trust this whole work environment. I turn the computer on. I don't sit there and go, oh, Lord, please let this computer turn on. Please don't let this computer fail me. When I hit this button, dear God, please let the monitors come on. Mr. Williams taught me how to use double monitors. I don't wonder if the monitors, I just click the button, slide it over there, and I know I'm working. I don't have to ruminate over whether my technology is going to work. I turn my Wi-Fi on and I go to work. I trust my system. I trust this chair. Now, those are some very vague kind of wimpy examples. But the point is, I trust this chair enough to put my whole weight on it. I'm not sitting here in the chair holding my weight up with my legs, and let my legs start shaking and getting all tired. No, I put all of my weight right down here on this chair, and I spin around, and I'm adamant in this chair. This chair is going to hold me for the entire.
Man, I gotta jump in right there for just a moment here. So he talked about trust, and that is huge because that is a wealth building principle. Every single successful entrepreneur, every single successful person has connected with other successful people to build some type of a network or some kind of group to help catapult them forward. There's absolutely no, full stop, absolutely no self-made millionaires. The phrase means that that person has, of course, cultivated something, right? But it doesn't allude to the truth. Everything single successful entrepreneur supported by and is supported by a team, and that takes trust. You have to connect with other people. You have to trust not just the system, but other people within the system. So that is huge. That is a huge wealth principle. I don't want anyone to miss that there, because like he said, trust is a currency. Now, what's amazing about what we're doing is that because we're using blockchain technology, oh my gosh, we have an advantage. We have a huge advantage because everything is so transparent with blockchain technology. So you can truly see, and I played a short video of a live event, right? That happened a while ago, and there were some promises made, there were some comments made, right? And those comments and those promises are being fulfilled, and you can see those things happening, especially with our launch of Lydian World and all the other things that we have going on. But like I said, you gotta feel this, you gotta trust this. If you don't know someone who physically went to Dubai to see what happened with our Lydian World and GSP, if you haven't been connected to someone who was maybe at our live event for Lydian World in Atlanta, you want to get around these individuals. Let the trust that they've figured out and found from experience, right, rub off on you. Let me just say it like that.
Duration of my speech tonight, I trust this chair. Trust is a currency. Mr. Best trusts GS Partners. He trusts Wealth Builder's system. He operates in it, and he gives it 100% because he trusts it's going to sustain him. When you don't trust the company, you're not going to give it your all. Period, point blank, full stop. Done. Unequivocally. You're not going to give it 100% if you don't trust that this system has your best interest at heart. If you don't trust that the chairman of the board is trying to get something to you, not take something from you. If you don't believe that the chief technical officer is trying to put true, honest, transparent technology on the table, you think somebody trying to get over on you. If you got any inkling of a lack of trust, you're not going to give it your all. Now, that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just a thing. And you're going to see people who have less intelligence, less crypto experience, less blockchain knowledge, less money, less pedigree than you slap past you because they don't have any proclivity about the company. They trust it, they see it, they're going to give it a shot, and they're going for it. They trust even their ability to manage the risk. They say, hey, I might fail, but I trust that I'm going to come out in a good place. And they just run with all their might. They don't sit there hem and haw and, oh, no, and let me get the $49 package. They just go. Matter of fact, let me do a little bit of training in the middle of this Freedom Call. So we got packages right now, and the technology is being programmed by our amazing Chief Technical Officer, Alexander Cochindo, and his team. And in the midst of this programming, we've already built an alliance, not partnership, use the right word, alliance. We built an alliance with BD Swiss, one of the top 10 brokers in the world. Now, you can believe that or not. You can trust that true statement or not. It's your choice. But you can Google them, they're there. You can believe what you see or not. It's up to you. But while they're programming it, these packages are back there until July 1st. And if you get it in the middle of giving them time to program it, not only do you get the benefit of the product in retro when they get it programmed, for the fact that you trust them enough to get it, listen, they're going to give you 100% match of every dollar you put in the doggone certificate. I just take that for free. That's not even a part of my conversation. It's just relevant. You put in $1 in your metaverse certificate, they give you $1. They instead of trading $1, they trade in two, one of yours or one of Mr. Heights. You put in $10,000, you got a $20,000 trade MetaBroker account. MetaBroker account, that's what it's really called. You put 100,000 in it, they giving you another 100,000. You got a 200,000 MetaBroker account. There's one package called the Moon that'll let you put 2 million. Your friends say, I'm taking that 2 million, I'm filling it to 2 million because they're gonna give you a 2 million to go on top. And you, with your non-trusting self, you sitting back saying, oh, I like it. That's gonna be fire, as Mike Johnson just put fire symbols up as I'm saying it. That's gonna be fire, but you know what? Let me wait a minute. See, I've already gotten a bunch of metaverse certificates to start placing. I trust him. Now you say, well, of course you trust him. You're on the council. Well, Dr. Best is not on the council and he's going in. Yeah, because he trusts the platform, he trusts the process, he trusts the system, he trusts the.
Woo. I'm going to jump in right here. Listen, to my millionaire friends that I've introduced to this business who haven't joined yet, I am also scooping up those certificates that he's talking about already. So go ahead, hit me up. You know who you are, whom's you are, right? Hit me up. Let's reconnect, right? So we could go ahead and position you to take that $1 and double it. I've already tapped into it. It is exceptional. I loaded it with some G999. I loaded it. It's still getting programmed, but I'm telling you right now, I have trust, not just in Mr. Delco, but our senior partnerships and everything, our council members. So I'm telling you, you want to feel this, you want to jump in while things are organizing, right? So that you can catapult. I'm always talking about building wealth. I'm always talking about acquiring assets, right? So once again, to my millionaire friends that I've introduced to this business, let's reconnect. You know who you are. I'm going to reach back out to you also because we want to connect everybody, right? Now we have packages in there from a big old range, right? $50 up to, what was it, $10,000 or $100,000. We got everything here, okay, guys? We have a way for everyone to jump in and start maximizing whatever your finances are. Maximize where you're at. Don't feel guilty if you can't get a $100,000 package. Don't feel guilty if you can't get a $10,000 or $20,000 package, right? Do where you're at, okay? Get what you can get. You got to feel this for yourself and start moving towards your financial freedom, right? So he mentioned something huge. He said, listen, we're tapping into an alliance with BD Swiss, right? Now, you can feel that and say, ooh, this is good. Let me jump in. Or you could overanalyze it and be frozen, right? Now, once again, I talked about this book a little bit, The Richest Man in Babylon, right? And he kind of started going down that same path when he talked about our amazing wealth building CEO and founder, Mr. and Dr. Ty Best, right? Because he said Dr. Ty Best is not the crypto expert. You don't need to be a crypto expert to be successful here. Maybe you might feel that you're a little bit too old or too young to tap into this. You don't have to worry about that. We've got people in their late 70s, 80s, 90s doing this business, and we have people 18 or so doing the business. So when I say you got to feel this, you got to feel this. Eliminate all of those other external things that are slowing you down or bringing in those external excuses. If you feel this and you want to do something different for your life, you're hearing from a millionaire talk about what he's doing and how he's adjusting and how he's being connected to Wealth Worldwide. And if that tugs on you, you're like, oh, wait, something different is happening here. Now, we're not going to get through this whole video because I got to keep jumping in because it's just so good. And then there's some key points that I don't want to miss. So I'm trying to draw out some of those key points, right, to make sure that people feel this, okay? So let me go ahead and do this. I'm going to play this for just a few more moments, and we're going to close out in just a few moments, okay? Because I can't do this. This is too good, right? This is just too good to keep to myself, right? So at the bottom of your screen, listen, get back with the person who's sharing this. If you have a tug, something's really like pulling on you, like, man, this gentleman is sharing information, something's going on here, I want to be part of it. Get back with that person and get their referral link. $33 a month to position yourself to start tapping into a bunch of passive, right? That's what we're doing here.
Company, the chairman, the CTO, and he trusts the wealth builders. He's going for it. Now, I'm going to hold him up as a sterling example of trust because he trusts to a flaw. He trusts so much, he'll fall off the cliff with the company and he'll recover later because he has this Abrahamic mentality that no matter where you go, I'm going to win. That's what he believes about himself. He trusts himself enough to know that even if I fail right now, I'm still going to come out on the winning side. You got to trust even yourself. You got to trust that you're the right person for the right time, doing the right thing with the right people, that even if you fail today, you still going to end up winning. All I do is win. That's no matter what. I'm going to win. I trust me. I trust the God in me. I trust who I am. I trust my destiny. I don't have to sit there stressed every day, wondering if things going to work out for me. I trust my God. I trust that my belief and my faith is going to bring me to the place of my expected end. Trust. It's a currency. It is a currency. It'll put money in your pocket. It'll put crypto in your crypto wallet. It is a currency. All things hang on trust. You got to trust your business partners. Hey, when they said we're going to London in September, I wrote it on my calendar. I know I'm going to be there. I got that built-in trust. I had his mentor. He told me, he said, I always work six-figure jobs with broker account perks because that's what I expect. He trusts that his place in life deserves that kind of output. You got to trust. And so Dr. Bess, he'll go and get 30 community nodes. And you say, well, yeah, Mike, you keep bragging on he got all that money, but he built his life on trusting the company he's in. He goes all in, then he trusts them till they fail him. And he said, that was a good run. He doesn't even go, and it's I'm about to lose it. I'm about to snap. I'm going to go ahead and snap because y'all deserve it. I'm going to snap because I'm so sick of people who get an opportunity and they watch their whole upline from the top down to them make all kind of money. And if you see people above you making all kind of money, then you can too. And if you end up not making money, it's just something you haven't worked out yet to get you to the place where you can be successful. But if you see people all over the organization, all in the Midwest and all overseas and in Asia and Russia and China making money, you can too. There's nothing wrong with that comp plan. There's something wrong with where you are right now in your life. And you just accept that and be okay with it. Be okay with your lot in life. And Dr. Bess, he'll just go in there and he'll get those, and he may not even understand why he's getting them. And then here we go, lo and behold, a year and a half later, and Mike Johnson's got to take him to his back office and say, holy smoke, Dr. Bess, millionaire. And he's like, what you talking about? Man, this all he got to do is go to $1 and you're toast. He goes, oh, okay. And his bank account steadily increasing. On the other side, he put all this asset to this working, and his business is growing. His belief is spilling off onto his team. Man, it's palpable. It's transferable. Your trust is transferable. Why do I speak with this kind of passion and fervor? Because I'm real about this thing. I believe in this. I trust the process. And I'm so tired of people getting an opportunity. My last opportunity, we rocked that thing. A bunch of people, man, it created millionaires around the world. And other people got in and the company collapsed and the owner didn't do necessarily the most honorable things at the end. People started whining and threatening him and threatening me. It's not even my company. And complaining and just being little wimps. I lost more than them, and they complaining I'm not. Why? Okay, that was then. I'm not going to sit there and melt into a puddle on the floor, and somebody got to come by and mop me up. Move on. I trust the process. Everything that happened to me then was all good. It was all, even the bad stuff turned out good because now there's some more stuff in my head that I can help. God forbid it ever ends, but if it did, I've already learned from a billionaire. I'm not going to begrudge that opportunity. I'm not going to begrudge that experience. Man, my life has been enriched beyond belief by being connected with GS Partners. I trust it. Yes, Dr. Lakeisha, all things work together for my good. That's a part of my confession. Even the bad stuff works for my good. Can't stop me. I'm 10 foot tall and bulletproof. Nate Hines told.
All right, we're gonna pause right there, everybody. I'll probably replay another part or Saturday or something because this is an exceptional video. My sponsor is on fire, man. I'm so honored to be connected to Wealth Builders Worldwide. So honored to be to GS Partners or GSP. Man, get back with the person sharing this content with you. We are gonna wait, hold on here. So I'm having some technical challenges today, but thank you. The fire is still there. So whomever this is for, yeah, the technical stuff might not be working perfectly, but hey, you got to feel this. Like I started off, you got to feel this. You got to feel this. Connect with Miss Constance Hill is tagging some amazing people. Get back with Miss Constance. Listen, she's putting you in position to create more income for yourself. $33 a month membership opens that up. Man, woof. I don't know what else to say, everybody. Listen, get back what get back. Who's all right? Listen, one thing I want to say, and listen, trust. He talked about trust. So if you feel that the person sharing this information with you, if you feel like you can't trust them, learn, watch, see what they're doing, right? So that you can build that trust within you, right? But if you feel that we're untrustworthy, or if you feel you don't feel like, hey, we have your best interests at heart, move on, right? Move on. That's fine. Everybody has their opportunity, right, to make their own decisions. We have the opportunity here to create more passive residual income. An opportunity that we had within GSP put us positioned to acquire commercial real estate in Dubai. And we were sharing that information, right? You might have saw some of those posts, right? Or maybe you didn't. We have professionals from all different walks of life, right? All different ethnicities, right? Talking about why they wanted to acquire that commercial real estate in Dubai. That's what I'm saying. You got to feel this. And we felt that thing, right? They showed us all the numbers and everything. I'm not saying not know what's going on in the business, but you're going to have to feel this. Your emotions are going to trigger you to move forward, right? We're about to get passive residual income off of that real estate in a few months. Passive residual income on real estate in Dubai. We never had to physically go there. We didn't have to jump the credit check. That's results, ladies and gentlemen. That's just results of being connected to this amazing business called GSP. Get back with the person sharing this information with you. And yes, that opportunity is not so much available to you now because of timing. Opportunities move and they shift and they change. So if you and when you take advantage of them, you can enjoy the benefits of them. If you decide not to, if you're not feeling this, right, you can decide to wave that opportunity goodbye. It's all up to you. What's beautiful about what we're doing is that we're going to continue to position you to create passive residual income in several different ways. We're a wealth building system. So you can grab one piece of the wealth building pie, or you can grab that whole thing. Let me stop. All right. Let me stop. Everybody have a good day. Have a good night. Everybody get back with the person sharing this content with you. Thank you for hanging out with me today, tonight, this afternoon. I'm having way too much fun. I'm going to go ahead and get off the line now before I get too crazy. All right, everybody. Thank you. Good night.